Hey girls, hey. Okay, let's start with overrated. And the first thing that I want to talk about is marrying your first love, because you had a
marrying your first love.
You had tea on this.
Yes, overrated 1000%, because how are you going to get married to the only person you've ever
this is about sex for you.
No, not even just that, but in general, I feel like everyone needs to have some sort of relationship trauma. Period. Character development of some sort.
Because how are you going to not take that person for granted?
Not even that, just in general, like, as a person, how are you going to grow into like an adult human, like have your whole frontal lobe developed
if you haven't been heartbroken?
If you haven't been heartbroken or had like a toxic, like, dare I say, like abusive or like relationship?
Not you.
Know? Like, ooh, like
underrated as abusive relationship was
underrated
bad.
Abusive relationship. Wait, no.
Okay, what if your first love and you guys like fell out and then you like got back together, but still like didn't see anyone in between? Oh, you just think like the first person that you've been in love with,
I think
you should never talk to them again?
I think you need more experiences and like connections with people as a human. Like, I feel like you should have, like, me personally, like all the relationships I've been in have all been like very different connections. If that makes sense, like good, bad, whatever. But like, I don't know. I would feel robbed. If I married my first love, if it was all happiness and butterflies. Like, I hear you, that's good and all, like, happy for you, but
this is how I feel about it, because I agree on that. I don't think that you should like marry your first love, but you also have to like feel this standpoint is that whenever you're in love with someone and you're with them for the first time, you don't know any different. So it's almost like ignorance is bliss, and it's almost like, because I remember being like, this is like my fairy tale, like
maybe I'm just bitter and jealous, and I'm like, I want everyone. If I've had to suffer, like
if you could have your fairy tale romance and everybody has to.
Right, like if I had to suffer, like going through 6 different relationships that didn't work out, like that's not fair to me that you just get to be happy and that's your person, the first person you met. Like, how lucky. I just don't believe
that. So you think that it's too lucky, girl, if somebody to marry their first love?
And I think it kind of segue into like, this is something that I'm very passionate about, is I don't think that the person you're going to marry is someone that is in your hometown. With however 7 billion, trillion, however many people are in the world, like, you're telling me your soulmate is going to be in the same 50-mile vicinity as you? 50's
yeah, so, but do you think that you only have one soulmate?
Yeah. You don't, huh?
No. That's crazy.
Okay, I think there's different types
parts
of
in your life, you know? Like, I think that, like, my first love was, like, one of my soulmates for who I was then, and now I've, like, grown as a person, and I think that you have several soulmates, because I think that I have, like, a girlfriend soulmate, you know?
Okay,
like,
and that's what I was gonna say, is I feel like there's different types of soulmates.
You just don't believe in one. Like,
no, I believe that there's different types of soulmates. So you have multiple different soulmates, like platonic soulmates, like twin flame type of like divine counterpart type of stuff. But when it comes to like romantic love, like soulmate, like your person that you're going to be with forever, I like to believe that there's just one, because fairy tale, like, I don't know, I want to believe that, because also that would stress me out thinking that there's more than one, because then I marry this person and I'm like, but I'm missing out on like the other other 3 soulmates.
Okay, I think it's like, okay, no, I can be on that train, because I think like the platonic thing makes a lot of sense, because I think like love wise, yeah, and then a lot of people just don't find it, and then they just settle for what they think it is. But that's kind of a sad story.
Do you want me to do a underrated, like we go back and forth?
Yes, yeah, okay. Go ahead.
Underrated. Do you even like hot dogs? Like, is it even worth bringing it up? Like, honestly, is that a conversation we can both have, or no? I feel like it's too predictable for me to be honest.
Okay, if I'm being honest with you, I was a pescatarian for so many years, and I broke my pescatarian cherry for a fucking hot dog. But it was yes. Wait, why do you like that about me?
Oh, you did. Oh, okay.
But it was because I was at a campfire and it was all that they were serving.
Was it worth it?
Yeah, and I had 4.
And did you ever go pescatarian ever again after that?
Not strictly, I know, but
the hot dogs changed you, that's why.
Okay.
Underrated hot dogs.
But all beef ones, if not, that's embarrassing. You agree? You don't care?
I don't care. Dare I say, I want them to look as processed as possible. I don't care what's in them. I don't care. Just like that, do you remember that?
So different.
No, do you remember the McDonald's like YouTube video that was talking about McDonald's nuggets?
Chicken nuggets,
like,
and they were the pink
sludge?
I didn't eat them for like 2 years. You liked it more?
I don't care. I don't care. I genuinely don't care. They taste good. Like, I'm not seeing the production.
You don't think about that? Because as soon as I found out that like cow's milk was
to.
Like blood and pus, I couldn't live anymore.
I
stopped eating my bowl of cereal. I almost gagged.
I don't drink cow's milk. I can't. I mean, I'm not.
Okay, so why not? If you don't care what things are made of.
because it tastes too much like cow milk. Like it just tastes like milk. It's not what it's made of. It tastes too much like cow. I don't know.
Okay, what was that? An underrated hot dog?
That was underrated. Underrated is hot dogs. They don't get it. The girls don't get it.
They
Love
don't
a
get
hot
it.
dog.
Who's on your side with that? Not many.
Not many, no.
Really? That's okay. I have an overrated, but honestly, this is from you because you said bras. But like, do you want to elaborate on that, or do you just want to leave it how it is? And how do you feel about the Skims bra with the nipples showing through?
I'm a fan. As someone with my nipples pierced, I think nipples are the best accessory. Mm-hmm. You get me. You're an accessory girl.
I'm an accessory girl. I just can't be a nipple accessory girl because whenever you're... nipple piercings are only good on small
Okay, that's what I was about to say. I
boobies.
can respect that because your nipples sit differently on bigger boobs. Like, that's fair, but that's where the Skims nipple bra comes in, babe, because then
I think
the
so, too.
nipples
I
are
also have a
straight.
hot take on, like, what to call them because I feel like... I hate this
Hot take
so
on what
hard.
to call what? Your nipples?
No, your boobs, because whenever they're called tits, you know that they're big. And I don't like that.
I don't
You
know.
know what I mean? You like
Haley,
calling
my
them tits, don't
nickname,
you?
my nickname on
Oh my god, how did I forget who you
my
were?
name on TikTok, guys.
Yes. I don't know if you're-
It's me,
It's
Twinkle
defi-
Tits.
it's not
me,
Twinkle
Twinkle
Boobs.
Tits. It's not Twinkle Fat Tits. It's Twinkle Little Tits. Twinkle Tit. I don't think tits means they're fat. I think like honkers.
Okay, how did that come? Can you just tell me how that happened? Honkers is nuts. But also, okay, go ahead.
How my like username came.
Yeah, that's interesting.
So when I made like an Instagram like Finsta account,
Mm-hmm.
I named it Teeny Tiny Twinkle Tits. And that took me
Just
like
'cause it, like,
days.
was-
I don't know. That took me days to come up with. I wanted something cute, something precious, something that's like me, but also it's a Finsta. You know, you don't want it to be your
Yeah.
name, whatever. We needed the teeny tiny because I'm teeny tiny, but also so are they. My nipples.
They need them.
I don't think my nipples were pierced at the time either, which is kind of like
How are they
I was a
twinkling?
fraud. That's
they
what I'm
just
saying.
do some
like,
things that people don't get.
I guess, and I guess I was in the like like the like twinkle toes, like those little old sneakers.
Oh.
that they had. Sneakers with the rhinestones.
They walked. So
I was
twinkle
fucking
tits
with the
could
twinkle
run.
toes, and so I was like, teeny tiny what, girl? The what's it called? When all the words start with the same letter.
I don't know, but I know what you're talking about.
know what I'm
I
talking
just
about.
didn't do school. A
Teeny
lot.
tiny twinkle tits, and that was my Finsta. And so whenever I made a TikTok, I actually didn't make a TikTok until I was in college. It was my like sophomore year. I think I was like 19, 20. I used my sister's TikTok account for the longest, like just to watch stuff. I never made my own. And then when I made my own, I was like, I don't want to make it my name. Like same kind of vibe. I don't want to make it my name, but I want it to be something cute.
Ooh, so you went underground whenever you first
Something
started?
cute. A
You
little
were
bit
like,
underground, yeah.
oh my
I don't want to be
God.
like that crazy. Like Facebook, like full government name.
Yeah.
So I just shortened it because teeny tiny twinkle tits is like really.
That is a lot.
So it's
And
twinkle
twinkle
tits,
tits
but
kinda-
it's twinkle tits with a 1 instead of an I because it would get
Flagged.
reported
if, it was
if
tits.
not. Yeah, they didn't let me use actual tits.
Dang, I cannot believe I came and I said tits as if
Tits is
I
big.
didn't have her sitting next to me.
Right,
Wait, you
Mrs.
said
Tits. It's
tits
me,
is big.
Mrs. Tits. Madam Tits over here. And they're not big. I think words.
But I feel like people look at me and they go,
Damn, she's got some tits on her. She's got tits.
I would say like
boobies.
Yeah,
I feel like
boobies is cute.
Okay, I feel like
Tits gives-
boobs. I feel like is more for big because I would never call these boobs.
Big boobs.
Big boobs. Exactly. Because
But
I would
tits
never
is cute
call.
and
I would never
petite.
call these boobs. Do you want to see my boobs? I would be like, do you want me to whip out my tits? Like,
Tits sounds like just grabbing it by the nipple.
tits feels petite to me. tits feels petite and like cute. Boobs
Tits
is like
Tits McGee, and that sounds big.
wait, this is like kind of making me. It's reminding me of the like Kiki and Booba. You know what I'm talking about?
No, I don't know.
There was like a whole thing on TikTok where it's the words like Kiki and Booba, and like people were saying like what it looks like, what that word like looks like, and Kiki's like pointy and sharp. Oh, sorry.
And Booba
Pointy
was lumpy
Booba's like
and
round and,
circular.
like- exactly. Same thing with boob and tits. Boob is like
Tits punch you in the face. Do you not agree?
tits punch you. Yeah, tits is aggressive, but I feel like tits is like tits, and boobs is like big boobs. You know.
So you don't think that I have tits, is what you're saying?
No, I think you have boobs. I have tits. You have boobs. Anyway, bras. You think that they're underrated? I think they're overrated.
Actually,
Give us your experience.
as a girl in the big booby community, because it definitely wouldn't be in the big tit community, I mean, they're just like very necessary, obviously, because if not, like they will punch you in the face whenever I walk in the room. That's it. Like, they will
It's like
walk
when
in front of me.
girls-
They have their own areas.
Like when
their own
girls have a
zip code.
ponytail in like high school and they're walking and their ponytail's like swinging.
Swing,
Is that what your
yeah.
boobs do when you walk? Like
I
they'd
mean,
be like
okay,
hanging,
first of
like,
all, they're very like lifted and high up on their own, not to like
not to
suck
suck
my
your
own
own
dick.
tits.
Sorry. Not to suck on myself or anything, but yeah, so I mean, they're just there, but I feel like it draws more attention. To me, maybe it's like just a mental thing. I feel like if I have a bra where like the nipple isn't showing, they're not punching you in the face as much. I feel like I can hide a little bit. But
Okay,
is there no
that's
hiding?
fair.
Am I sitting here?
Or maybe
Are you
it's
seeing
like
just my
like a
tits and not me?
safety thing for you. Like
It's a safety net. It literally is.
because they're like being held.
Oh, they are.
You know what I'm saying? Like being swallowed, like skin to skin, like they're up against you, like close. That's
like
fair.
it would take a lot for me to wear. Like I think it's so hot with like the small tits to be wearing like a tight like crop top or
Tank
whatever, and
top.
it like be and like the tits out or whatever. But like and like the nipple showing. But like honestly, I promise you, if I have my boobs out like that and the nipple showing, you're gonna go porn star immediately. You know what I mean? Like it gives.
So it
too
all goes
much
back to men,
smash. It
is
is
what you're
and that is
telling
the
me.
problem. Yeah, honestly, that's why I can't live the life that I want to.
So it's men's fault.
Yes.
Because men see big tits and they're like porn star.
Yeah, they go big boobs.
Big
And then
boobs?
they have
They say
mean things to say about-
awooga.
not mean, they do
Basically,
say
yes.
awooga,
Awooga,
and
yeah.
then a horn, a clown horn comes out of nowhere out of their fucking ass. You're like, where did that come from? Okay, was I underrated or over? I was under.
That was
Yeah?
I said
Does it matter?
You're overrated. I said over, but then we talked about how it's under. You
Yeah, I just want to
say
bring
not
up
on.
dog people and like cat things because my brow girl said the other day that I looked like a cat person, and I was telling her that like I'm allergic to cats, and she was taken back by that. And I was like, what did you mean by I look like a cat person? Is it because I like Halloween too much? And she was like, no, you're just super like nice and genuine. And then
That's cute that she thinks that.
it was so nice that she knew it. Tits.
Right.
So
okay, big
no.
boobs. Like, all right. I think
So that was my take on all of that is I feel like cats are a lot more, they're overrated. I don't know.
I'm scared to talk about that. Like, I'm scared to speak
Why?
it. No, I'm not.
Speak your truth.
No, but I was going to say, like, we've had this conversation before. Well, first of all, about the aesthetic. Like, people think that we're both cat people because we, like, look, like, spiritual, girly, like,
And honestly,
soft,
if you
sweet,
ask
whatever.
someone if they think if you're a cat or dog person, they say cat, you're sexier than a dog person. And I hate that because I am like, in my
Because I
heart,
fuck
I'm a
with
dog
dogs.
person.
Yeah, I'm also a dog
Yeah.
person. Yeah.
You would say if
I feel
someone
like,
was
again, it's
dressed based on you-
misogyny. Dare I say it's misogyny again?
2 for 2.
Is this like the femcel podcast? Like,
Oh my God. It might
Um,
be, no.
No, but I think people like see cats as more like feminine and soft and like like the
Really? Because I
soft
think they go
energy.
spooky and roar. It's given
No, but that's what I'm
lioness.
saying is like people genuinely like stereotypically they see cats as that's why people prefer cats. Most
Mm-hmm.
people prefer cats. That's why this is a hot take for us. Most people prefer cats because they see them as like these soft, like feminine, like mysterious beings, like women, and like dogs are like. Right, no, literally, they call men dogs for a reason. Like gross. Like
You ate with that point. That was really right.
thank you. No, but yeah, but I'm more of a dog person because, ooh, and we talked about this before. Most people, when it comes to dog and cat people, they like to focus on the like they make it about consent and how
you have to earn like a cat person's love. You have to earn it, and a
people
dog
like
person
to
like
to
you could train
say
them.
that if you don't like cats, it's because you like want to be in control or like you want you know, like with
yeah.
dogs you can be like sit. With cats you can't be like sit. They do their own thing, and like that's not my problem. My problem is not like
You don't want to earn the love though. You want to feel needed, and
I-
that's what it was. It was like
no,
you
that's
feel
what. Yeah,
needed. And a cat's not gonna make you feel
I
needed.
see it as like in a maternal way. I want to be a mommy. Like, and there are
Okay,
there are
Jojo.
cats out. Stop. There are cats out there. Jojo C would be like, there are cats out there that are like sweet little babies, like cuddly, like, you know, physical touch, whatever, like babies. I hear you, but not all cats are like that, and that's like really lucky if you get a cat like that. Dogs are like, I want to feel like I'm raising a child, and like dogs are like man's best friend, like
Yeah.
a little companion. Cats are like a roommate.
Yes,
Cats
once
are
a
like your
cat's not a
roommate,
kitten
they're like
anymore,
a
it's
friend.
grown.
Exactly, they're
Yeah.
independent. Good for them, but like. I'm codependent, and so I want a dog.
And you need a
I want a
dog.
dog
You're a
because I'm
dog girl.
codependent. So maybe it's like a trauma response that we like dogs better. Maybe that's our fatal flaw.
Maybe it is. I saw this post. It said, if you see a toilet in your dreams, don't use it. When's the last time that you peed yourself in your dream, in your night time? It's been a long time for me, but honestly, whenever it starts, I do like a 2 time a week. But it's been a long time.
Serious?
Yes, it's
Like,
been like
you
it's
do
been
it once
years.
and then it's like consistent.
Yes, like the last time that I've like peed the bed is probably like literally, I don't know, like 8 years ago, but I've done it and then I think about it and you know like whatever you think about before you go to sleep. So like it's hit me and then I go, oh my God, I have a problem because I've never peed the bed in my life and then I do it 2 times in 1 week and I think something's wrong. But it's been a long time no see. But also you see that toilet and it seems like it's screaming for you.
I hate to tell you, but I haven't pissed the bed probably since I was a child. Okay,
that was
but wait,
dehumanizing.
can I get like
Context?
like no, but like can I be like TMI sexual right now?
Yeah.
Okay. I don't know if I peed the bed this one time fairly recently, like a few months ago. I had a hookup of sorts. Some of us are #cream team. Some of us are not that.
Yeah.
It was also like a under the influence hookup. So when I woke up in a wet spot, I didn't know if I had like drunkenly pissed or if it
you
was
would
from
never
the night
drunkenly
before.
piss. Obviously, you would be hot and it would be something else.
But I'm like, we had sex the night before is what I'm saying. So I don't know if it was like left over from the night before wet spot or if like I pissed being drunk in my sleep. Don't know.
So really,
Don't
you
know. So there's a
have pissed the
chance.
bed
So technically, I pissed the bed every time I.
Technically, last night you pee-peed.
And you sat in it today.
Okay, next question. I think
I'm a regular bedwetter.
I have.
Wait, let me do another underrated.
Yeah.
Let me think of a good one. Underrated.
Because I have my ABCD list, but we need.
We'll do that.
more.
Yeah, we need more underrated. Free bleeding.
Okay, I sound like I like discovered this and I didn't. Obviously, I'm not like an inventor, but I recently did discover for myself in my life the period panties, and they ruled my life because that's the closest to free bleeding as like you can get. And honestly,
but they're different than a pad because a pad you're sitting in it.
Yes, and I will say this: I have a short like cycle. It's literally like 4 days, and the first 2 days are like heavy, and we're going crazy, and then the last 2 are like, we don't know. We may get you every hour. You may stand up. It may be a steady stream, or it may be nothing. She may be done and tricking you. So the first 2 days is really put to the test of like if these period panties work on me, they'll work on anything.
Anybody?
Yes, and they really do fucking work, and they don't make you feel wet. And that's important
And
to
we've
me
talked
because I
about
don't
this
want to be sitting in
before.
a freaking diaper.
Something about you stand by those period panties. You
I
and the
talk
period
about it
panties
every
like
day.
this.
Why?
Every single time we like hang
They
out,
changed
it's
my
the period
life.
panties. It's always
No.
the period panties. Okay, the thing with free bleeding for me, the good take, good. Like I'm into that. I'm hearing you. I don't think I could ever be a period panty girl because I like don't give a fuck enough. Like I don't give a fuck enough. When I'm saying like free bleeding is underrated, I mean straight up like
Walking around in your pants and not caring.
I don't give a fuck. This
But I
know
don't
I
feel
didn't.
wet.
Okay, but this is something I was gonna say is also an important detail. Like I would never free bleed. Like I start my period this day and I just free bleed throughout the whole cycle. That's not what I mean. That's a little bit brave. I'm referring to like, you know how girls say, and this is a common thing with girls, and I know you probably can relate to this.
I know what you're
it's
about
like
to
the
say.
last 3 days
Where
of your
you just
period.
decide that you're
you
done with
decide
your
it's
period.
over. Exactly. Yes. When you're done, you're done. And I'm like, I don't feel like wearing tampons anymore. Sometimes she just wants to breathe. Like I don't want to cork her. You know, like
Not corking her.
she doesn't want to be corked. She
It's
wants to be
overrated to cork
she wants to be
your-
free.
to cork her.
Agreed. Overrated tampons.
Because that's what I
Period.
was gonna say. Like if you don't like, if you're not like on the period panty flow, then like whenever you're on your period the first 2 days, what do you do at nighttime? You hate to say that you cork it, but you do, don't you?
I do.
You fear.
Or
you
sometimes
cork
I just wear loose boxers and just fucking free bleed and it doesn't matter. I don't care.
Really? Are
I
you
just wear
bleeding a
boxers.
lot? Because is your
No,
whole
I don't
bed
have a
going
heavy flow. And
crazy?
that's another thing is like I'm blessed with that. I don't have a very heavy flow at all. It's like just enough. It's like
Are you on birth control?
no, but I have an IUD.
Because whenever I was on birth control, I had longer periods, and they were like not as like heavy and stuff because they say like on birth control it's a false period, it's not like a real thing. And now that I'm like off and like in my divine feminine
like,
body,
free balling
it is like heavier the first 2. But honestly, having like a 4-day period is sick because a lot of my friends have like 7, 8, 10-day periods.
I have
so-
the full week, but it's like very mild. And that's why I get tired after like 3-4 days. And I'm like, that's enough. Thank you. And it's not like, It also is like it gets like that brown color, you know, like it's not like
'Cause that's the
blood.
old blood,
It's not like
getting
blood
done,
anymore.
yeah.
Exactly, it's not like blood anymore, and it's not like
That's like the
liquid
trauma
to
that
where
you
it's gonna.
experienced that much.
It's not like that like liquidy where it's gonna seep through my pants. It's like solid enough to like she's
just gonna sit.
It's like discharge. Like it's just like a regular old. She's just a different color. You know what I'm saying? So I don't care. Free bleeding, love it. Stand by it.
So the period panties, you're not gonna fuck with them. They also come
No,
in
I
boxers
just-
though. That's kind of fun.
Okay.
You just don't care.
I mean,
like
yeah,
you said,
but
like
I'm
you don't
that's
care
a
enough.
sensory thing for me. Like if I feel the like line of boxers like through my pants, like I'll be like,
Oh,
you know,
okay,
like having
no.
to like so they don't scrunch. Or
So
anything.
this is my thing is like with the period panty, I'm not like a true period panty advocate. Honestly, I fear to say I might be a fraud because I only use them the nights on my period because I
At
don't
night.
want to
Okay.
like I have this.
That's fair.
Yeah, like because I'm gonna get toxic shock syndrome. From
You like
a
refuse
tampon.
to wear tampons at night?
I mean like until like the last 3 months until I discovered period panties, I was doing that. But now I don't know her. I didn't used to do that. That's so unsafe
Okay, I
for your
respect
body.
that. I respect that. But can we agree that free bleeding, like,
Free bleeding is like that's my goal in life is to
More
be like
people
so
should
good
free
that I can
bleed.
just yeah.
more people should free
That it
bleed?
doesn't
I
matter.
think it's empowering.
The only way to do it is to sit at home with a towel under you. But that's not even free. We're still in a
You know what I love to do?
What?
Free bleed in my like old hookups boxers.
What does that do for you?
I don't know, like I'm not ruining my own underwear. It's fun that way.
You tell them to keep them there because you have plans for them at the end of
I
the
don't tell them to keep them there.
They just do
They
it.
end up being there.
It's like an
We all
old
get a
rock.
collection after a certain amount of time. You know what I'm saying?
Oh my gosh, after
It's more fun to free bleed in someone else's clothes,
what you need
especially
to do,
if y'all are like not in contact
you
anymore.
need to
like,
wear the period panties whenever you piss the whenever you piss with your
Girl.
because they can serve as a diaper as well.
Next
That
question.
would really be the true test.
Next
okay.
question.
Okay, wait, but also we're gonna cut this. But the period panty thing, the phenomenon about that is like I think it's so cool to, and I haven't done this, but like, wouldn't you want to wring it out and see how much is in there? Doesn't that
Yes.
sound so fun?
Why are you gonna cut that out?
I don't,
Keep that in. Keep that in.
keep that in and cut some
Keep
up.
that in.
Okay, I have my overrated list. I have missing a flight, but that wasn't like overrated, underrated. That was just
that's
sad.
like a nightmare.
That was embarrassing. You know what? Two
Feeling.
things that's embarrassing. Missing a flight is super embarrassing just because I think about like someone like running, like you said, banging on the door, like let me in is so like I could never.
Yeah.
But also, how do you feel about this? I feel like one of the most embarrassing things someone can do is roll out the trash can. Or roll it back in. Like I don't want
Like,
anyone
where
to
it's
see
like-
me doing that.
It's the same thing as you know the suitcases that don't roll on all fours.
Yeah, mine does.
Same
So where are
vibe.
you gonna go? Go ahead.
Ooh.
Go ahead.
No, but that's I'm feeling like that's the same vibes as a trash can, like where how you have to tilt it and like trail it behind you.
Oh my god.
So I feel like this is a self-call out
No
for you.
wonder why I hate my suitcase so much because
you go.
it goes
Boom.
hand in hand with my worst fear.
Yeah, I think it gives the same energy, babe.
It does. Okay. Okay, what do you have? Because I have the ABC and then I have. You know what? I'm going to do this just because this will be like a little 3-minute
Tidbit?
segment. Okay. Have you seen the guy who nared his butthole on
I
YouTube?
have never seen it, but I've heard of it.
Okay.
I heard
well,
I've
I'm gonna
heard a
show it
lot
to you
about
just
it. Heard a lot
because
about
I want to get like a
Are you
live
gonna show it to me, like,
reaction.
right now? Okay.
Yeah,
I'm
like
excited.
I'm gonna get it.
No,
And
I do
I just
wanna
want to
see
say that this has stayed up on YouTube for I think this video is like almost a year old now because it's for educational purposes. So
I'm being educated.
hang on, I gotta find it. Okay. It's only guys, if you've not seen this, it's only 2 minutes. It's 3 minutes, and you only have to stay tuned for the first 12 seconds, actually.
Okay, perfect.
Because, okay, I'm just going to go ahead and, okay. I'm going to turn my brightness up. Everybody watch this with us.
For reference, this is how hairy my butt is right now. Alright, so step 1 is to squat.
Just one more time, just that way that we have it.
For reference, this is how hairy my butt is right now.
His face. You know what I just want to say? I just want to say that. Well, how did you feel about that? Because he jump cut, and that was a jump scare. That was a literal jump
He
scare.
gave us no time to mentally prepare at all. It was too late.
He said, "For reference, this is what it."
Boom. He's for those that haven't seen it, here's a visual. He's like spreading them wide open. Spreading them wide open. the scrot is hanging in frame, and his sweet little face like is peeking behind, like to make sure the camera can like see. Like,
if you thought that maybe you could like kind of like squeeze your eyes in there and like maybe not see it enough, if you thought that you were gonna get him as he pulls it apart, he jump cuts to when he's fully open.
It's
and
wide
spread.
open.
It is wide
you
open.
can like see
The way it's gaping. Also, okay, I was
like if you said hello, it would be like hello.
it would
hello,
echo
hello.
back.
It would
to
echo
you.
back in.
Yes.
It would.
So, anyways.
So what was the point of that? What was the underrated? That video is underrated?
No, it is underrated because it has a decent amount of views, but for what it is, I feel like why does it have no more? And also, can a girl please make that video? I would like to see how a woman's version of that performs.
The thing is,
people have seen vagine enough; they don't see taint enough.
the thing is, the reaction would be like dramatic for a different reason because it all goes back to men because it would be in a sexualized way. Nobody's sexualizing that because they're
really not.
It's
They're
like
scared.
jump scare and like a shock factor, like almost borderline disgusted way because it
takes your breath away.
This genuinely like clutch my pearls. Like a man's hairy butthole with his fucking ball sack hanging like as close to the frame as possible. Like I don't know. Like people would unfortunately, I would love to see a woman do it and get her bag for that, but it would be like way too sexual. There'd be freaks like wanking it to that. Like
Yeah, but also, you know what I think? Yes, that's 100% right. But also, I deep dove into his profile after that because I was just so interested in, honestly, him because he had the balls, no pun, to do that. And I think that, and like he has an OnlyFans because you know
Okay.
that's
Right.
somebody's vibe, and we love that. But he kind of gives.
does he make more videos like that?
Okay,
Like are all of his like big like shock?
And I'll tell you about it. All of his are clickbait except for that one. Like he has, well, actually, he has one where he says that he's
Is the thumbnail
shaving
on that
around
one?
his pee-pee, and he shows the whole pee-pee and stuff. I know. There's not much to see there though.
Why is there not more guidelines like to prove what is and isn't educational purposes? Like what possibly like
I don't know because honestly,
I feel like there's a way to educate where you don't have to show your whole entire.
I don't
like,
know how that's
gaping asshole.
education. Right. I don't know how that's educational. Well, first thing, a man's never taught me anything. So that video should have been taken down for a man trying to teach something. But also, it can't be educational because like on the Nair bottle, it says do not use around that area. And
sensitive.
he does it. Yeah, it's so sensitive. And he uses it on his, and I did fast forward to the end and she's
He
shiny
showed that
and
out.
clean. She is so shiny and clean. So like, that's
Would
not
you ever
educational.
bleach your asshole?
No, I think that no, my answer is just no.
You wouldn't?
No. I don't. Okay, I'm not like against it. I just don't see a reason why.
I hear that. I like
I've done it so many times.
No, I wish. No, I would like experimentally. Like I don't have any desire to do it like because I want like a pale pink asshole, like Barbie pink beehole. But like I would do it experimentally like just for fun, like
Just
to get
to
a
see
cute
what
little
happens?
like pink starfish. Is that what they call them?
Oh, I don't know.
Pink starfish.
I don't know.
You know they say my coochie pink, my booty hole brown. You know that song's about me.
That's okay. And you're not gonna change it. Maybe for experimental.
I could is what I'm
purposes.
saying. Is like maybe.
Maybe you should. Why does he not
I
have a
have the
video
tools.
doing that? He should do that next.
Do you have his info? I
can
can.
do it, though. Okay, do you want to do the ABCD list? ABCD list? Or
Yeah,
do you have
sure,
another
babe.
underrated, overrated?
You have a hair.
Do you have anything else?
I do have more, but like I don't think they're that exciting. Hold on.
Let's see what they are.
Ooh, I wanted to say ASMR.
Okay, go ahead. 'Cause we're just-
ASMR is underrated. Can you hear this?
How did, is it making you feel something? Wait, do
Are you
it
getting?
again.
Are you getting tingles right now?
Oh, he's not into it.
ASMR. Okay. I feel like more people are into ASMR now. It's not as underrated as it used to be. It's not as underground as it used to be.
Is it just fun for you and interesting, or does it actually do something to your body? To your body.
What do you mean by that? I mean,
like, are you
what do you ask? What are you trying to ask?
I mean, did you pee the
okay.
bed or not?
Great question. We're asking all the right questions. Okay, recently I've been fucking with specifically ASMRs, like people getting facials, like spa facials.
Does it sound like
low key, or like the scalp massages, like is what feels so good to me, because as someone with curly hair, I don't get my hair played with. Like people don't play with my hair, they can't play with my hair. I don't get my hair brushed because like,
so you're living vicariously.
I
through
am,
them.
and like it feels like I'm getting my scalp scratched. Like I can literally like feel it.
Oh my
living
gosh, that is
vicariously
such a
through
different
them.
experience. You know
Love
what? I think I don't like ASMR because I also don't like to hear someone next to me
Mouth
chew.
sounds. Okay, that's
And
fair.
that has to be it, right?
I don't really fuck with like the like I'm not fucking with like the
One more
saliva.
time.
I'm not really fucking with that. I like the tapping and scratch. Let me give y'all a little. Here's a little water bottle ASMR.
Watch that be our only request
No, seriously.
for more of that.
That one was for you. No, but I like the like.
You like the...
Yeah.
Okay, just because it's fun, or does it do, like...
I like people say like it gives you tingles.
Yes,
don't-
I
don't
tried to
know
experience
what
that. It wasn't
means. I
happening.
don't know what that exactly means, but it like gives
Yeah,
me
are
this
people
like
climaxing
warm
to
feeling
ASMR?
in my, not like in a sexual way, no, but it's like this like warm feeling in my chest where like it makes
Okay,
me
so
so
name something that gives
sleepy.
you tingles that
when
doesn't
somebody
make you
scratch
climax.
like when someone like tickles your
Me
arm.
nutting all the time. That's too much just now.
No, it's like the same feeling as when like someone's like tickling your arm like to go to sleep, or like scratching your back, rubbing your back, or like physically
like,
playing with
feels
your
so
hair.
good. Okay.
Like when you're getting your hair washed at the hair salon. That's the feeling that ASMR gives me, like just from like hearing it.
Okay, well then it's doing its job for you. I didn't know you were such an ASMR fan.
Did you know they call people that make ASMR, they call them ASMR artists?
No.
They
You
do.
want to do that, don't you?
A little, yeah. I think I could. I'd be really good at it.
Especially because you know what gets you.
As fuck. I know what gets me. You know.
Okay. I want to have a conversation about A, B, C, and D list celebrities. First of all, I was going to narrow this down and I was just going to do A, B, and C list, but I think it's very important to put a D list in there.
For people like myself.
Well, okay, no. I think that
Oh.
you're a C list.
Oh.
I think that you're a C list, and I'm going to give some examples. So D list would be... We had the conversation. You said something about like a drummer in a band, or did you?
Do you want to
say
start
C-list?
at A-list and make our way down?
Yes.
Might be easier to like
Yes. Okay.
digest, I feel.
Okay, an A-list celebrity is going to be
Kim K.
Yeah,
Boom.
like a household name, very much household name. Like even if it goes all the way down to like Selena Gomez, like Michael
Taylor
Jackson.
Swift.
They're gonna hate me for going Michael Jackson to Selena Gomez.
Sorry,
because
y'all.
then I'm gonna go Miranda Cosgrove.
She's not A-list.
I haven't seen all three of them in the same room together. Is all I'm saying.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
I am saying
see
that,
what you're
and
saying.
Mariah Carey. But they're all A-list.
okay.
They all have that in common, and yeah, so they're A-list.
Taylor, like, okay, A-list. Taylor
Swift, yes.
Kim Kardashian.
Okay, Taylor Swift.
George Washington.
Yeah, just the babes. And I think that B-list is like athletes and stuff, right? So like, because
Like,
I
it's
said
under,
Travis
like, a
Kelce and you were like,
niche-
you wouldn't even give him that. You give him B-list.
Like a niche subgroup, like either music artists, like obviously a lot of A-lists are under those subgroups, but again, like you said, household names. People that are like Shaquille O'Neal, definitely B-list, I would say. Men would say A-list, but I would say B-list. Dare I say, controversial take. I would say B-list because like he was an athlete and like there were people
Man,
that
that
would be
does
like,
kind of
bite
bite the about like Shaquille O'Neal is like a household name. So why are we not putting him at A-list? But I completely agree. I think
He is,
Shaquille
but not
O'Neal's
to the same
B-list.
extent that Kim Kardashian is. Like even like your grandma has at least heard of Kim Kardashian, even if she
Right.
couldn't like point her out in a lineup. Like,
But like,
she knows that
has
that's
your
a
grandma
celebrity.
heard of Shaquille O'Neal?
That's what I'm saying. No,
I think mine has.
mine probably has, but like
He's
Not
still
important.
just
Not the
okay.
point.
So A-list is household name excluding Shaquille O'Neal.
sorry, Shaq. I've actually met him. Sorry, Shaq.
What were you doing with him?
He came to my church one time.
And
Wait, I have a picture of this. Do you want to see it?
yeah,
Okay.
we're gonna insert the photo of
Yeah, I'll
Riley
send it to you.
and the first B-list celebrity she ever met.
Let's see, I think I have like just an album on my phone that's called Shaq Pick. Let me see.
Wait,
Yep,
an
there it
album
is.
just called
It's
Shaq Pick is
It's just
so
called
good.
Shaq. Here, I'm gonna show you first. That's me to the left.
Oh my gosh! Do you think in your head you?
I
were
don't know
like,
if the camera can see this, but I'm gonna
you
show
thought-
it anyways. Just
yeah,
in
we're gonna
case.
cut it in. Yeah, because
Yeah.
that's good.
Yeah, that's me. Oh, I said to the left. That's me to the right.
Okay, we said okay. So A-list household name minus Shaquille O'Neal, but B-list would be like athletes. What else would go on a B-list besides athletes? Because I'm trying to think of like.
maybe like more movie stars that like are popular but not necessarily household name.
Yeah, like they're just never the main character.
Ooh, my friend Mackenzie's gonna love this. Shout out Glenn Powell.
Mm.
He's in his come up right now. He's in his come up.
You know what I also think? I think I like tons of music, and I'm very into like bands because I'm not like most girls. And I think that like even that much of like Paramore, like Hayley Williams, she is so famous but still a B-list.
Because not everyone listens to rock music. Same, and
like
I was
you
gonna
said,
say
niche, like the categories,
like
like
separate.
so,
Yeah, because I was gonna say also Hozier. I would say is B-list because he's fucking filthy rich and like famous, whatever.
Like everyone can be like, okay,
but also not everyone listens to Hozier. Even if they know of him, not everyone listens to Hozier. They don't know him that well.
But like Taylor Swift is like someone who's 60 has heard like Shake It Off, and then someone who's like 12 knows it too, and like that's very
unfortunate.
We're cutting you not liking her.
Sorry, wait, I was gonna say another point to make. I feel like the thing that separates A-list and B-list is that A-list people need like a bodyguard to go out in public. B-list do not. Cause like
did Shaquille not need one for different reasons? Who's gonna bodyguard him?
He's the bodyguard. That's okay.
Just get off of it. I'm sorry, I can't. That picture took over my brain.
Enough. Okay, like Kim Kardashian being A-list, it always goes back to Kim. Love you, queen.
It does. She's a Libra queen.
She needs like protection to go out. Like she can't just fucking go to Walmart. She can't just go out in Walmart. But people run into Hozier at like the subway and shit. Like he's filthy rich and famous and stuff, but like he's not like fearing for his safety. And like Hayley Williams, I also don't think
who can you speak to without like a middleman, you know? And it's like probably like if you saw Hozier, like you said, like at somewhere, like no, his bodyguard's not gonna be like, oh wait, because he doesn't have a fucking bodyguard.
Period. And like B-list is like they're definitely filthy fucking rich. Like they have the privilege of like celebrities.
But rich and fame are obviously like. I thought growing up, I thought that you were either like broke or famous. I didn't think that rich, like because you know what I mean.
Think you could be famous and broke like me.
Which
brings us to C-list. Which brings us to C-list celebrity. So I would say general take thus far: A-list, rich and also famous, and probably has a bodyguard. B-list, rich, famous,
niche
not
category,
necessarily
big.
Niche, not necessarily needs a bodyguard. C-list,
influencer,
well known, doesn't need a bodyguard. May not be that filthy rich. Like doesn't have like rich person privilege. Like I've never been on a private fucking jet. I've never been first class. I've never ridden first class on an airplane. Flown first class on an airplane in my life. Why? Because I'm not that. But I'm known enough. But extra
people know
niche.
you enough. Yeah.
We call that micro celeb. A micro celeb. Real niche.
Yeah, I guess I can't even say an influencer because to me. Well, yeah, I guess I was going to say, because to me, some people are like breaking the influencer mode. And if you say like Addison Rae, is that even C-list or she's B-list at this point?
She's turning more from an influencer to a celebrity
to like
now.
A star, yeah.
I would say she's closer to B-list because she like had all the connections with like the Kardashians. Like she got them and she's dating whatever.
Whenever they cut into like mainstream.
I don't even know if she makes TikToks anymore, does she?
I don't know what she's doing. I think she's trying to make music. And this isn't a Addison Rae hate podcast though.
No, I kind of.
It's not a Nerve one though either.
I honestly love her. Have you seen her recently?
No, I don't.
She's kind of an it girl. She used to like be like, yikes cringe when she went to LSU and like dropped out and stuff, and it was like jinkies. But now she's kind of like the it girl.
But whenever it's like influencers and stuff, and it's like Trisha Paytas, she's definitely gonna be. Is she given?
She's C-list. I keep her at C-list because like. She's rich, bitch. She's rich. She has like big house.
But do you watch her podcast? Because she really talks as if like I think she has imposter syndrome, obviously, because all the best people do. But like I think she doesn't understand how much of the moment that she really is and how she always has been.
She's humble, mama.
Queen.
She's humble, mama.
Yeah, she's humble, but her kids aren't because they're the royal family.
Period.
Man.
Shout out Elvis and Barbie. What's her name?
Malibu. Yeah, Miss Malibu Barbie.
Malibu Barbie.
No, you had it. You just know her on a middle name basis.
Also known as Queen Elizabeth and King Philip, Prince Philip.
I don't know. He did.
Who was dying?
I don't know.
Whatever, not important.
Anyways, D-list. Did we even get there? C-list was like influencers or whatever. D-list is like, what even is that? An extra?
That's what I'm saying. You wanted to add D-list. I don't really think that exists.
Because have you not heard people be like, oh, that's a D-lister?
Okay, wait. That's like
We can't think of
like
them
somebody
because we don't,
somebody that's
so
been like in one movie in their lives and they like milk it for the rest of their lives. Like what's his name?
Shut up,
from-
because I'll milk it because I was an extra.
No.
before.
What's his name from Euphoria? The one that played oh my god, what's his name?
You don't know. That's the
Exactly,
point.
he's D-list. He was Cassie's like boyfriend in the first season.
Man, he must have really not made.
Hold on, I need to actually look this up because I
Yeah,
know his
look it
name.
up, and I'm gonna look up a list of D-list just to see if it's.
Or like child actors.
Okay, this is
child
so,
actors that are like normal
Google
people
knows
now.
nothing because Google says that Lindsay Lohan is a D-list celebrity.
Wrong.
I would put her. She's a
B-list.
I would say A, but I would say B. Yeah,
B,
I guess
B-list.
she's B.
Let me see. Hold on.
Tila Tequila.
D-list
those?
like child actors that like for instance the like Spy Kids actors.
Shark Boy and Lava Girl, meaning Lava Girl.
Lava Girl, right? Like if I met her in person, people like if you explained like who she was, and people would be like excited about it.
If you have to explain who
If
they
you
are.
have to explain who they are for people to be like, oh my god, you met a cool person, that's D-list.
So is that where you were gonna put like a drummer in a band? Like someone who's part of someone who's in Hoots, but someone who's A-list?
someone who has
worked around A or B listers.
who has like is in what's it called just like has a connection to hold on,
Has a
let me
network with it.
I like really need to find this guy's name.
Yeah, find it out, and then I'm looking through my stuff to see
McKay.
if I have anything else.
Did you watch Euphoria?
I did.
McKay. I'll show you. McKay.
Yes, I know who he is.
Okay, he was only in there like the first season or whatever, and
They
there's
must
like a
not like him
running
too much. He
well,
didn't
there's
do
like a
anything.
running joke on the internet now that like he milks it, like that he'll never let it go, that he won't let people forget he was in Euphoria. I'm gonna be so honest, whoever plays McKay, if I saw him walking down the street, would not
You
know a
wouldn't
thing.
know.
But if someone like took a picture with him, posted it on social media, and was like, I met the actor from Euphoria, I'd be like, oh, dope.
I'm
like,
telling you, I still don't care.
me
He
who
can
that
sit
is.
next to me and go, "Hey, I played in Euphoria," and if it's not,
No, I don't give a shit regardless. I'm sorry. I don't really care about him regardless. But like I would say he's D-list because he was in like a popular
yeah,
series. He has connections in proximity to like
yeah.
way more famous people like Jacob
And could have
Elordi.
some-
Jacob Elordi, Sydney
How do you feel about
Sweeney.
him? And how do you feel about Saltburn? And how do you feel about Sabrina Carpenter dating the other guy?
Okay. How much
Yeah,
time do we
there's a-
have? Because did you see Saltburn?
Yes.
Did you like it? Be honest.
Okay. I don't know if I'm just like so smart and I just like predict everything, or I've just suffered so much like trauma, or I'm just so different that like I wanted it to shake me up and rattle me, and like I wanted to scream, cry, and throw up. And there was not one thing where I was like, oh, the bathtub scene, I thought it was a tad bit gross, but I wasn't like, oh, I need to look away. Nothing
No,
got
yeah.
me.
Okay, well, did you see it after like people were hyping it up online and then you went and saw it and so you were kind of disappointed?
Yes.
Okay, that's where I feel like I loved it because I saw it when it first came out. This was before it had the only like
Before there was any like talk about
promo.
it.
Exactly. So correct me if I'm wrong, anybody, but like I'm pretty certain that whenever they were doing like promo and for the movie, they purposefully left it really vague and nobody knew the plot. Nobody knew the plot at all. Because me personally going into it, me and my sister went and saw it together, and it was like was when it first came out. I thought that I was going into this movie that was gonna be like Call Me by Your Name type, like gay romance, whatever, because based on the trailers, again, they tried to make it super vague and not give
Yeah.
any sort of details to the plot. You can't even tell what the plot possibly was.
Right.
Just clips of scenes. So having nothing, like no expectations at all, it has that like effect on you, knowing that going in knowing nothing, having nobody talk about the bathtub scene or the vampire
You know what?
scene or
Yes, if I
anything.
had no talk about it, I would have been like, "This is so interesting." But after hearing that, yes, I was like looking
you were
out
robbed.
for those.
You were robbed of
scenes.
that experience.
I was.
And that's I think it like is really disappointing because I personally loved it so much and like I'm obsessed with that movie because I had no idea what I was going into, and all the people in the theater with my sister and I like
on.
when we were like leaving the movie, everyone was like, what the fuck did I just see? Because again, we had no fucking idea going in what possibly it could even be about at all. And so then when
Wow.
it's like that and you have no idea, but then once people are like this certain scene or like this certain
See,
scene
I got
or
so fed up
whenever
with
he
hearing
kills
about it.
this
I
and
was
blah,
like,
blah,
oh,
blah,
I
blah,
guess
blah.
I'll just like watch it. But really, as soon as something's coming out and it's popular, I should just, if I'm gonna watch it all, just watch it immediately. That way I don't have
1000%, yeah.
anything else.
And
like-
so bummer. I wish I could like zap your brain and make you forget everything and watch it like for the first
get
time
a
ever
real
knowing
review.
nothing, because like I think that's where it like really was hyped up. And I think what's so disappointing is like too many people gave away all the important like shocking things out, so they didn't have that shock anymore. Because the bathtub scene didn't have me like disgusted, but
You hadn't seen that
before. I had
before.
no idea that was anything to expect at all. So I'm like gripping my sister's like arm, like, is this?
Yeah, I literally, I heard so much about it that everybody was like, the bathroom, like whatever. Before I even watched the movie, I looked up like, what is the bathroom?
Exactly,
like, what are
and
people
that's
talking
what,
about?
like you ruined it for yourself before. It was all
did.
spoiled
I wrote
beforehand.
myself.
Like I had not even the slightest idea. I genuinely thought it was a romance movie, and then watching it, and it was like not that at all. They didn't even kiss. I was like,
They didn't even kiss. That is so
shook to my
correct.
core. Like all of that to not kiss, not once. Do love Jacob Elordi though. He's very baby girl. As a lesbian, I do respect him. He's very baby girl. Also, I just love like a big human.
I know you do, but a boring. Oh,
Cut that out. No, but like I love legs. I love legs. I love like tall people. I also saw him in the Priscilla movie where he played Elvis.
I loved Priscilla. I thought that it was so good. A lot of people, because it was like it's A24, right?
Yeah.
I think it was an A24 film, and everybody was like, oh, it was moving so slow. I think it was so like well produced. I think it was so well done.
That was
and
one of
I
the
think
most-
she ate.
She did. That was probably the most triggering movie I've ever seen in my life.
Oh yeah.
I had a relationship exactly parallel to fucking that. Like there was too many scenes in that movie that were like
It was about your life, really.
It was. That movie was actually about me.
Are you
Fun
Elvis
fact,
or
it was about
Priscilla?
me. I'm Priscilla, babe.
I know,
Duh, I'm
I
fucking
know.
Priscilla. No, but yeah, Jacob Elordi's gorgeous. He's so baby girl, and I love something about like a ginormous like behemoth of a man that's like has such like a tiny little baby personality.
Because he
like,
doesn't have to go
he
over with
thinks-
his masculinity. Because
He
he's
has
already
no
big.
idea how big he is.
He knows.
Do
He
you
knows
know
what
I'm
he's
saying?
doing.
No,
see
I
the way
mean
he's
in the
dressing.
sense that like his mannerisms and the way he like exists, he walks around like he's petite. He walks around like he's a tiny little like baby girl.
He walks around like he's twinkle tits, and
He walks
nobody's
around like
talking
he's
about
Twinkle
it.
Tits. He walks around like he's Twinkle Tits. And I love that. And I think if he like acted like he was like big strong, he wouldn't be as hot.
Okay, he's a B-list celebrity though.
Yes, I would say he's making it up there to A-list, honestly.
How do you feel about, real quick, because I feel like we need to
Yeah.
wrap up, but how do you feel about Renee Rapp? Or do you not have any thoughts? Are you in love? Because I'm going to just say it. I don't really care.
I have a lot of thoughts, and these are going to be
okay.
controversial. And I'm actually don't
Hit
know if
me.
I want you to. I won't be able to post any of these, but I'm gonna go ahead and say it anyways. I'll tell you between
Okay.
us, between me,
Okay,
you, and
between
God.
us, yeah.
I feel like. No, I'm not gonna say that. I was gonna say I hate her. I don't hate her. I don't hate her. I have beef with her.
Overrated. Overrated.
Overrated.
Sorry.
Overrated Renee Rapp. I think she's incredibly talented. And when she was like just on Broadway and stuff, like she was in Broadway Mean
Oh,
Girls
yeah, I'm
a
not
long
knocking
time
her
ago.
talent.
No. When she was like in Mean Girls on Broadway like a long time ago, like fantastic, amazing. But I think it's got to a point where now her personality is so forced. Like she wants to be relatable.
She
so
provides the
bad.
shock factor, and it's not shocking.
It's
That's
not,
what it
it's
is
very
for me.
rehearsed. Like now
Yes,
it's like
the Bobby girl, the Bobby
she had
whatever.
she had like one like good reaction to like her people like reacted well to her humor, so now I feel like she overcompensates and tries to be
Try to be
funny
too
and
funny
tries
and
to be
smart.
like lewd and like all of her like wants to be inappropriate and like shock people. I personally have beef with her because
And we know that you're watching this, Renee.
we know that Renee, we know that you're watching this, and I'm about to name drop, and I hope you're also watching this. Toa Bird, the guitarist of her band. I don't know if they.
I don't know anything about Toa Bird. I just know that.
The love of my life, my future wife.
Yeah, that's what I know.
I think that there's like rumors that they're like dating right now, and
So
I'm really
basically
not happy
she
about
stole
it.
your
Exactly, and that's my point, and that's why I have beef with her. I think she's stunning. I think she's talented.
stunning. You think
I
Renee
think
Rapp
she's
is
stunning.
Okay.
I think she's stunning.
You don't think she's like a basic sorority girl? Coming from a girl who looks like a basic sorority, I'm gonna say that. I could say that because people think that I look like that.
she's just blonde? No,
She's
she's.
just-
I think.
And you hate blondes. You know
I
what?
do
Wait,
hate
we're
blondes.
we're cracking the codes here.
Stop! I'm so scared. I'm so scared right now. I'm gonna get canceled again. No. I think she's beautiful. I think she's talented, but I think that she needs to give me.
straight face.
But I think she needs to give me my woman back. I
Like
think she
somebody
needs
has
to
a
give
gun
me
to
my
your
woman
head.
back. Like, I don't know, like leave some for the rest of us. Like everyone in the whole world is obsessed with her. And
you know what I love?
I want people to feel I'm jealous. I'm gonna be straight up. I don't like her because I'm jealous.
You're hating because you're jealous.
I'm bitter. I'm hating because I'm jealous.
So that's why you don't like Renee Rapp is because of
because I'm jealous,
she's with.
and I'll say it. And I'll say
But
it.
also,
I'm fully
scared
jealous.
that I'm gonna come up.
I wish it was
I used
me.
to be a big Billie Eilish hater.
Really?
Yeah, whenever she first came out, because I thought she gave the same like I don't give a fuck too hard, and then I realized like, I mean,
You came to your
eats.
senses. She does eat. I love her.
Yeah.
She's also hot. So
Yeah.
something
yeah,
I do
don't know.
want is I want Billie Eilish and Renee Rapp to become a couple. That
really,
I would stand.
they would hate each other. I feel like they would hate each other.
Really? I think
they're trying to not care
have,
so much. No one's gonna care.
No, but I think I think that they're both avoidant and like.
Yes.
No, I think
they actually are in a
have,
relationship right now. No one knows. Not even them.
I think they both have like really compatible personalities. Like their humor, their sense of humor, and the way they like speak, like in interviews, the way they're like their charisma. I don't know. I feel like they
so
have
you
the
can't
same
have
kind of
two
charm.
of the same.
But I feel
thing.
like both of them in a room, like I
the
would love to
banter
see
would be
it.
good.
I would love to see it.
I feel like Renee would be trying too hard, and Billie would just be laughing at her. She is cool
think?
girl, and the other one's trying too hard.
No,
to
I
be.
feel like they'd both fall in love. I think there would be so much
I think
sexual
you're
tension.
trying to match make them that way you can get.
I think you're not a lesbian, so you don't get it. There would be so much sexual tension. You have no idea. Like you just don't get it. This is not your conversation to have. You know what?
Like,
this is an AB conversation between me and them.
I was about to say, I feel like you're putting two like. I feel like opposites attract, and they're not opposite. They're too much alike, and that's why I'm going against it.
And I think as a lesbian, lesbians love to date people that are exactly like them or that look exactly
yourself.
like them.
Yeah.
Duh. And so I think they'd be the perfect gay couple. They just trust me
so
on
many
here.
senses with you right now.
Just trust me on this one. I trust and believe they would be such a good couple, and I think they should be. So that way, Toa Bird is available again, and I can slide in.
Okay, and one more. Would you
make my
date
move.
yourself? If so, why? And if not, why not?
I would, but it'd be really hard. Like I would be exhausted.
But you're gonna work at it every day.
Period. And I would never fumble me, but it would be so hard. Would you date yourself?
Yes. Are we narcissists?
So what?
So what?
I'd rather be a narcissist than like hate myself a lot personally.
But they say that narcissists actually don't like themselves. But that's too much to unpack right now. That's too much.
Yeah.
Okay, do you have anything else? I think we're... Do you have any
we're
underrated or overrated that we can talk about for 2 seconds
see.
or no?
Let's see.
Just to make sure
Let's see.
we wrap it up. I really love the Shaquille O'Neal, if I'm being honest. You pulling out the picture was really a lot.
Yeah, that's my icon. And also at the time, like my dad took that picture because he knew who Shaquille was, and he's like, "You have no idea who this man." I have no idea who this fucking big ass man.
The way
you
he's
see me,
like,
I'm
"You
like,
have no
I'm like
idea."
literally like
The way you
6, 7
thought that
years
he was a
old.
super-
Yeah, and I'm
yeah.
like, okay, I don't know what that means. Let's see. Butter pecan ice cream. Underrated butter pecan ice cream.
It's not for the grandmas. It is so good.
Amen. Always said that.
I'll be a grandma all the time if that's what
Always
it
said
means.
that. Butter pecan ice cream is so good. If you
Do you know what tapioca is?
know, is it like coffee-ish? That sounds like a coffee.
It's not
What is
tiramisu.
tapioca?
No, tapioca is like pudding, and it has like little like it's almost like boba before boba was a thing, and it's like little whatever.
Okay.
Back to the butter pecan.
Butter pecan. People that hate on it,
You think
I've
that they're
never
just
tried it.
embarrassed?
They've never tried it.
They've never tried it
Because it does sound very like meemaw, peepaw. Like I get it. It sounds like old people food.
But it's sweet and it
but
has
it's
nuts in it. Those are the same people that don't like nuts in their brownies, who
Period.
prefer regular. Yeah.
It's a little like sweet and salty, buttery. They don't get it. But
The way we're described, the way that we're like, if you don't like it, you just
me
haven't
like
had
butter
it.
pecan, it tastes like butter and pecan. Like you just don't get it. Like you wouldn't get it.
If you had to describe it,
If I had to describe butter pecan ice cream, I would say it's like has this like buttery like and it's like nutty like almost like tree nut like pecan
I just still can't picture it.
flavor to it and like a good like vanilla bean moment like all the food groups, you know,
All in one.
all the food groups, all the flavors. Boom.
All right.